hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Caught right side, Davis. And running with power here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Vernon Davis. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Brady now on first down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Third and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Emerson Walls.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Cover. Fire.
Brady. He finds his man. Complete. That's Parsons. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On first down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. He'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Brady's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake. Brady being chased out left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. – '
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, Just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The final shot before half for Brady. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Brady now to throw. He's got LeGarrette Blount. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hook up of 15 yards there, and it'll be second and very short.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Everson Walls.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check, 43.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. 7 yards to pick up there. From the 38, Brady buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cooper Kupp, 55 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Anderson on for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Steelers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Brady. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Brady. In trouble, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. After the sack on first down, Brady. That's to Freiermuth. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Brady going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. 2nd and 4. Brady to throw again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Brady now on first down. loss here as he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's going to be...